I love horror games, and I've always dreamed of making my own. So, well, that's what I've been doing for like the last, I don't know, while. I'm currently developing my own horror game called Starry Station. I just pushed out the first out of many trailers, and you should probably watch it. It's on mine and the Lunatic Studios channel. A basic summary of the game is you, as the player, are exploring an abandoned space station called Starry Station. You are welcomed by your new friend, Cosmo or whatever. This game I have already put so much time into, and I'm literally been so excited to show this off to you. In this video, I'll give a short Q&A of the game, answering any questions you may have about it. Additionally, if you do have any other questions, please leave them in the comments so I know what questions need answering, and so I can answer them in the future for you guys, as I'm probably going to make another one of these Q&A videos. Alright, first I'll be going over the characters of the game. Sadly, I am unable to tell you all of the characters since I don't want to spoil them, and not all of them have gotten their proper reveal. The characters we see in the trailer is Cosmo, Computer Guy, and we hear the announcer and get a short cameo of Bumblebee. First of the characters I'll be mentioning is Cosmo. Cosmo is a digital cat that is meant to be a child's best friend during the scary journey. She is very friendly, or what appears to be very friendly, and loves the fact that they can accompany you on your journey. Throughout the game, they mainly talk to you on what's called a Cosmo radio. This is literally just a walkie-talkie that has a screen. The person that voices Cosmo is Bunny. I don't want to missay your full name, but I will have their socials be posted. On to the next character, we have Computer Guy. Computer Guy gets voiced by TheMemeist. Computer Guy is a part of the Starry AIs and is mostly a personal assistant who helps staff figure out how the computers work. There is a short cameo of the character Bumblebee, like I mentioned earlier. I can't go into full detail about them, but I will mention them in this video. We see Bumblebee on a poster on one of the TVs next to Computer Guy. However, like I said, I can't go into detail about them. Additionally, the announcer we hear, we don't really see them in-game, but I will say we hear them quite often throughout the game. For now, that's all the characters I can discuss, but in the future, most, if not all of the characters will get proper revealed. Now, just in case you did have any questions, I'm going to try and answer as many as I can think of, and just in case you have any. So the first question I will be answering is, how long will the game be? Now, just since we're still pretty early into development, I can't confirm this, so what I am hoping for is somewhere around 45 to 60 minutes of gameplay, as I have a ton of areas and some extra areas for you to explore. I additionally am trying to go with the chapter-based system, and I just wanted to get that out of the way. Even though not a lot of people like chapter-based system, but I just want to experiment, and instead of making one huge game, I want to play around and see what I like. For how many chapters I am thinking, I honestly don't really know, but if I had to say, somewhere around 5 to 7, most likely a 6th, up to a 6th chapter, but that's what I think of as of this early on into development of the entire chapter series. Now, for the next thing you may ask is, how much will the game cost? Now, after a long time of thinking, 5,000, just kidding. The game's gonna be free. Obviously, for one huge reason. This is my first game. I don't think really any of my viewers have seen my full Unreal Engine development or anything, so I want you to kind of get a sense and think, okay, so I like this, so that you know to support me for future chapters. Also, if the game flops, I don't want you spending your hard-earned money on a game that literally just flopped and would be very disappointing. Do you have the entire story and lore built out for the game? Now, for the whole story and lore, I can't fully say. I am excited about where the lore is going, as obviously it's going to get expanded more upon and shown more throughout this game. But most of the lore, probably once the game releases, is going to be most of it done. And the story of the entire chapter series is all planned out, you know. Do you have a full team working on the game? I do. The only thing that I'm probably lacking on is beta testers, I think. But I am going to be reaching out to more people to see. We have a ton of incredible people working on this, and I'm so excited that I get these people to help me, and I'm so happy that people like the game. And I'm so happy that, because how I found people was just off this website called a Casting Club, and so many people wanted to like help out. It's honestly incredible, and everybody I've hired, I'm super excited to be working with. And I'm honestly super surprised that I'm the owner of this project. How did you get the idea of this game? So this is a pretty long answer, I think. I got the concept of the game since as a kid I would always feel like whenever you would be asked in something like kindergarten saying, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? I would mostly hear astronaut, and I was one of those people that really wanted to be an astronaut. And as I continued to go through my educational journey, I continuously liked the idea of space, and I still do. Now, forward a while, years passed after kindergarten, I had spent time thinking about what I wanted to be, truly, and I wanted to be a game developer, so I spent time making my own little side projects for games, and they turned out really well, but I found one game type in particular, horror/mascot horror games. And then I thought, okay, I want to make this one game that I stick to, and it's not a fan game, my own original game. And then I came up with the basic idea of Starry, going back to my childhood of loving space and seeing that I loved horror/mascot horror games. Even though not a lot of people like mascot horror games, I can see why. So yeah, after making that game dump document with Starry Station and a ton of other ideas for games, I had left that alone, and I have the basic concept of Starry, but like how I said, I left it alone. Now, fast forward like a year or two, the gameplay trailer of Indigo Park released, and that gave me such a huge motivation that I really wanted to make my own original horror game. And I think it did help me improve some tweaks, and some of them you might assume automatically is an Indigo Park, but I will say that some of the inspirations aren't like Indigo Park. And just since some of the inspirations you think might have been made or just quote unquote stolen, so you might even say, but it wasn't that Indigo Park was an inspiration for a lot of the game. There was a lot of originality, and to understand how it's not just stolen from Indigo Park is lore. But obviously I made some tweaks to the document, and I really like Starry Station and the idea I had came up with. And since Indigo Park was this huge spark of inspiration, or just motivation actually, for me to start on the game, I decided to start working on it. And honestly, I'm really glad that I did. I think that's enough questions and answers for now, as I obviously don't want to keep spoiling or just spoil too much of the game, as I want to keep you guys hyped. And honestly, I'm gonna keep saying this. Huge thanks to everyone who helped and who is helping on this game. I can't be more proud of how it's turning out, and I just can't believe that this is happening. But thank you so much for watching. Please check out the Game Jolt site. It's linked down below. Also, make sure to join the community Discord for Starry Station. I genuinely would love to have a cool Discord server to hang out, and you know, I might answer questions you may have from this, or just genuinely about Starry Station. Alright, well, see ya. Thank you all for watching. Bye!